What's going on, everyone? No, seriously, man. Wow. These last 48 hours have been an absolute whirlwind. Like, seriously, man. I have to take a deep breath to actually understand what is happening in the world of football. If this is the first time you're watching the RedFlex, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. No, but seriously, just have a think and just soak it in. What is happening in the world of football? We went from an announcement that explained that football as we know it would change forever. It would change forever. The dirty dozen, we called them, the dirty dozen. The ones that wanted all the money, they wanted it all for themselves. They didn't want to look out for the small people. The West Hams, the Leicesters, the Evertons, they all had a meeting today and they all obviously voted against the dirty dozen. But now we've gone from that to this absolute bombshell. Ed Woodward is set to resign from Manchester United. And I simply cannot believe how we have got to this stage. We've had reports that Chelsea and Manchester City have applied for paperwork to be released from the Super League. We've heard reports that the Super League is set to be disbanded even just before it even got started. And not so long ago, Ed Woodward is going to resign from Manchester United. Glazer's go-to man, Glazer's hand-picked agent, you could call him, to do all of their dirty work. He is now going to be leaving Old Trafford. Fabrizio Romano, obviously everybody knows him, he tweeted not so long ago that Ed Woodward was always planning to leave Old Trafford at the end of 2021, but that has to be accelerated because the fallout of the Super League, the absolute PR battering that these clubs have taken. Ed Woodward, you need to remember this. Don't forget that Ed Woodward, not so long ago, his house, his family house, was attacked. And whatever you think about Ed Woodward, right or wrong, from a human element, that was wrong. From a human element. Moral obligation, I know that word's been thrown around a lot recently, but moral obligation is that was a step too far. Maybe Ed Woodward has had a long look at himself and he's now thinking, I am part of something that has been rejected worldwide. We've had pundits, Sky Sports, BT Sport, you name it. Every single person there's been an outcry. There's been an absolute craziness. Wherever you go, the only word you're going to see is the Super League. So because of that, the pressure of that, the consequence of that is now that Ed Woodward is gone from Manchester United. And before coming on here, I got to spoke to some of my friends as I was quite quickly trying to get on and sort everything out. But there's a set of relief at Manchester United. There's a set of relief because if this news came and we had heard nothing about the Super League, there would be a lot of fans that would be over the moon. They'd be absolutely buzzing, and a lot of them are. But I think it's been tainted a little bit. The Super League has left a sour taste in people's mouths. And it's because the biggest clubs in the world sold their soul for money. And I was actually going to do a video earlier on today, and I was halfway recording it as well, to be fair. And it was going to be a video about telling people why the Super League isn't a massive surprise to me. And I'm going to very quickly tell you, I know, don't get me wrong, this news, Ed Woodward leaving Manchester United, this is not just one of those, headline news. This is the absolute granddaddy of them all. But I just want to say about the Super League, and I know it's going to finish or it's not going to happen, but it's not a surprise if something like this its ugly head once again, because we as fans have allowed this to happen. We can blame everybody. Okay, look, let me put it like this for you. Sky Sports, BT Sport, they have gone absolutely crazy with this. And normally, whenever I watch Sky Sports and BT Sport, I always feel like that the way that they present the news, the way they show the news, it always seems like it's a little bit dated. It's not like fresh. You can't resonate with it, which is why a lot of people have actually gone on social media, because they feel like the opinions that they get on YouTube is quite similar to the opinions that they feel. You've seen the rise of the United Stand, Stretford Paddock, obviously the originators of the All Arsenal Fan TV. They spotted the gap in the market, and they realized that the opinions on TV do not relate to the ones to the fans, and the fans need a voice. They realize that. But if you look at it, if I play devil's advocate, Sky Sports and BT Sport didn't have the rights to the Super League. BT Sport have paid a lot of money for the Champions League. Sky Sports pay an awful lot of money for the Premier League. And Sky Sports, over the years, slowly but surely, have started to lose a lot of sports from their package. And if they want to charge people, they want to say, look, we've got the Premier League. We have the Premier League. We're still the biggest channel out there. Come subscribe to us. But with this Super League, what does it leave? Where does it leave BT Sport? Obviously, they show Premier League. They show Champions League. Where does it leave them? Where does it leave Sky Sports without this product? Obviously, that's me playing devil's advocate. I know. But I'm going to touch on that topic as well, because there is something more that I want to add about that. We've got a comment here from SYG169. Woodward gone, need Glazers out. It almost seems like it's always hand in hand, really. So Ed Woodward is gone. Glazers, will they go? At the moment, no, because they're going to fight tooth and nail to get every single penny they can. But everybody that is watching, let me know in the comments. What do you think about this absolutely unbelievable news that has come through? Ed Woodward is gone. He's going to go at the end of 2021. What does that mean for Manchester United? Let me know in the comments. Who should replace Ed Woodward? Let me know in the comments. Does it matter who comes in? Is it just going to be another Glazer crony? Is it going to be another Glazer hitman? So does it matter? Let me know in the comments. So I want to quickly just go back to what I was saying in terms of why the Super League will come back. It is going to come back because we as fans have let this power, and we've accepted it. Because if you look around in sports, football isn't the only sport that has sold its soul for money. You look around, okay, this is what the first thing we'll do. You look around at all the clubs involved in the Dirty Dozen. I want you to go, not right now, obviously I want you to watch this video, but I want you to go on Google and I want you to search the club records for all of these clubs over the last year or two. They have lost millions and millions of pounds. Millions of pounds. Manchester United have increased their debt. Barcelona, let's not even go to Barcelona. They are on their absolute knees. Real Madrid, paying for their stadium. They're actually playing Champions League games at a training ground. My garden over there might be as good as that training ground. So that tells you that both of them are struggling for money. Juventus, why do you think Cristiano Ronaldo, there's talk of Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Juventus? Because Juventus can no longer pay for Cristiano Ronaldo. They cannot afford Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's the reason why. All the big clubs are broke as hell. They've not got a single penny to their name. Slight exaggeration, I know, but you know, let's just go with it. They don't have money. So this is why they needed it. If you look at the owners, majority of them are American. So, for example, Glazers own Tampa Bay in the NFL. And the NFL, the majority of their revenue comes from their TV deals. And now the TV deals have been seriously impacted and has left a $4 billion hole in the NFL because obviously it's impossible to play while it was COVID, and they're obviously still recovering from that. So all these owners have been impacted and they need money, but we've accepted it in other sports as well. Think about cricket. What has happened to cricket? IPL. What do you think the IPL is? It is franchise cricket. And the only way that cricket could stop it is by actually allowing it to happen, dedicating 1.5 months in the calendar to let players go and play in that tournament, because they will get so much more money than playing for their countries. And the people that are behind the IPL, they make absolute billions and billions and billions of pounds. The IPL is absolutely rigged with match fixing allegations. You look at WWE. What have WWE done? They signed a 10-year contract with the Saudi government to promote PR propaganda, public relation propaganda, to promote Saudi Arabia around the world, because Saudi Arabia felt that their reputation has taken a damage for whatever's going on. This is not a political show. I'm just giving you an example in all sports. Think about tennis. Is it called the road to Dubai, or is that golf? Think about boxing. Anthony Joshua versus Fury. Where is it going to happen? It's probably going to happen in the UAE and the Saudi Arabia, because they want to franchise everything. Because when you franchise everything, you get more money. That's all it is. So all this outcry, understandable. I did not want the Super League, far from it. But it's fans like us, because we would still watch the Super League. We would still pay our money to watch the Super League. We would still watch online. We will pay for the channels to allow us to watch it. And the owners know it. So regardless of the criticism, we're going to still let them do what they want. And we have to take a stand as fans. And this is not me talking as a Man United fan, or I'm talking here as a guy who grew up as a child loving football and thinking that it's the greatest thing that I've ever seen in my life. It's the greatest game that I've watched. One of the biggest loves in my life. And trust me on that. So I did not want to see it, but we've let it happen. We let it happen all the time. When we see something wrong, it is easy to stay quiet. And we do that in all shape of life. That's the problem. We, as human beings, do not like change, unfortunately. And that was an element of what was going on with the Super League and financial rewards. It's simple. It's greed from all angles, not just from the Dirty Dozen, not just from BT Sport, not just from Sky Sports. It's from UEFA, it's from FIFA, it's everything. It is a money exercise. And it really, really frustrates me. So I'm going to pretty much wrap it up there, because I could go on about it all night, and I don't want to do that. I want to save you from that. So just before we finish today, I just want to talk about Ed Woodward once more. He is set to leave Manchester United at the end of 2021. The only thing we need now as fans, we need Glazers just to think, you know what, we messed up, the fans hate us, the country hates us, let's sell up and let's just go. Why do you think Bayern Munich and Dortmund, why did they not join the Super League? I'm going to tell you why they didn't join the Super League, because they have a system in place where the majority owners of Bayern and Dortmund, you know who they are? They are the fans. The fans own the club. And when the Super League was put across to Bayern Munich and Dortmund, they said no, because the fans own the club, and they know that this isn't sport where you're guaranteed to get money. And this is why you see people in the media saying this. That's what the problem is. We let this problem come to us because we started wanting to become an absolute juggernaut, which we have as a league, as a product, but we have messed up. This is the consequence of it. Now we have a chance to try and save the day. We have a chance, because this has all fallen through for now, but for how long? Arsene Wenger in 2011 or 2009, I believe, said, in response, does he think that there's going to be a Super League? He says, no, not right now, but maybe in about 10 years. And that's a fact. You can check online. That is an absolute fact. So us as fans, we need to do something. Let's not, hope that the clubs sort it out between themselves, or let's hope that Sky Sports or BT Sport, they're going to push the agenda for us because they want the best for everything. No, that's not it. We need to look after ourselves, and we need to protect our clubs, and we need to protect our game. That's what we need to do. Okay, that's my rant over. Okay, so if it was the first time that you've watched the RedFlex, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. We will be back for all of the fallout from the Ed Woodward. Obviously, the Ed Woodward situation, the reaction is just quite imminent of the information that I know. But we will be back with more content covering this, and obviously Manchester United play Leeds in the Premier League, and we will have the match preview for that. But until then, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. And from everyone on behalf of the RedFlex, we will all see you soon again. Thanks for watching.